In this film, Kadızâde-i Rûmî is at your age. Do you want to be friends with him? Friends, I am Kadızâde-i Rûmî. My real name is Salahaddin Musa. I'm a famous Turkish mathematician and astronomer who lived in the Middle Ages. Would you like to know me better? Children, the exact dates of birth of people like me who lived in ancient times may not be known. I can tell you that I was born approximately in 1364. My family was a scholar family. I lost my father when I was very young and my grandfather raised me. I was called Kadızâde because of the professions of my grandfather and father, who were judges, and Rûmî because I went to Samarkand from Anatolia. I was born in Bursa, one of the most beautiful cities of our country, which most of you know and perhaps visit. Bursa was the capital of the Ottoman Empire, smells of history and culture. As Evliya Çelebi says in his Seyahatname, it is the city of water. You can drink the water flowing from the fountains. If you want to see the streams, lakes and waterfalls of Bursa, to Uludağ and visit the forest of that region, and visit the places where I was born and grew up, you will make me very happy. I got my first education from my grandfather. I never wanted the moments when we started working with my grandfather to end, because it was very enjoyable time. I would have fun and be filled with knowledge. My grandfather taught me both religious and mental sciences. Since I think you heard it for the first time, I would like to explain the mental sciences. They are sciences such as mathematics, literature and logic. While I was getting my first education from my grandfather, I was also taking mathematics and astronomy lessons from the famous scholar of my time, Molla Fenari. Children, we love all our lessons, but a few of them have a different place. I'm sure there are a few lessons in which you feel the same. For me, the sky, the stars, the moon and the sun, in short, astronomy lessons were like that. My love of astronomy was so great that I decided to go to Konya with one of my grandfather's students, Sheikh Bedrettin. In Konya, there was Müneccim Feyzullah, one of the most famous scholars of my time, and I started to take astronomy lessons from him. I came back to Bursa and my teacher Molla Fenari noticed my talents in mathematics and astronomy and recommended me to visit cultural centres in Khorasan or Transoxiana. I was going to follow my teacher's advice, but before that, I continued my studies in the field of mathematics in Bursa and prepared a thesis on arithmetic. After completing my thesis, I set out for Samarkand in 1410. Samarkand, with its streams, lush vegetation and clean air, is one of the most beautiful cities with a healthy life and natural appearance. Located in a location that travellers liken to paradise, Samarkand was ruled by Ulu Bey, who was keen on science and culture. You know guys, we all have milestones in our lives. These turning points change our lives completely. So did my life. My life changed when I met Ulu Bey. In a short time, I gained the love and respect of the ruler and became his personal teacher. I started teaching at madrasas built by Ulu Bey and trained many students. Later, I worked as a director at the Samarkand Observatory. While all this was going on, I got married. I had a son named Şemsettin Mehmet. I was living with my family in the city I loved and was interested in the job I loved. Just as my own family educated me, I took a special interest in my son's education. I supported him to discover the areas he loves. Children, among the students I trained, there were important scholars such as Ali Kuşçu. I always encouraged my students to go to Anatolia. Ali Kuşçu followed my advice and went to Anatolia, and was instrumental in the development of science and education in the Ottoman Empire. Thanks to my students who went to Anatolia, The rich accumulation and scientific activities of the Samarkand Mathematics Astronomy School reached Anatolia as well. My books on geometry and astronomy were taught as textbooks in Ottoman madrasas. I enriched and guided the Ottoman scientific life with both my students and my works. I considered the first truly original mathematician and astronomer to grow up in the Ottoman scientific milieu. My most important astronomy activities are my participation in the studies at the Samarkand Observatory and my contributions to Ulu-Beyzik. Mathematicians have always had a special place in my life. As a lover of astronomy, I became the first scientist to benefit from the data and principles of mathematics in my research. Dear children, it was a pleasure for me to share my life story with you. I was a child who always chased after knowledge, and when I grew up, I did not stop following it. While chasing it, I also stuffed my pockets with math and astronomy, because I loved them so much. How could I not love sky, space, stars, sun, planets? They're all so beautiful. You do also focus on areas that make you happy at your age, and that you will enjoy when you grow up, don't you? Being interested in the things one loves and progressing in those areas is a source of happiness that would last a lifetime. I send my love to you all.